Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to get your lashes to go from looking like this to looking like this. The first thing I like to do is to go in with a clean brush and just brush the lashes, because sometimes the makeup does get in there and kind of clog up the whole place. So I like to brush it up just in case there's any dirt. And mind you, that includes your bottom lashes as well. Before we go in, I want to show you guys that I literally have like the barest minimum when it comes to lashes. Like I literally have nothing. Can you guys see that? It's bare. Like I have almost nothing there. So I'm going to work my magic and show you guys how I do that. So the first thing you need to do is the second thing, not the first thing, sorry, is to go in with a lash coiler and actually coil the lashes. Hold that for some time. Another thing is, if you can, I advise you go in with a blow dryer to get it warm, but I'm too lazy for that, sorry. So I'm not gonna do that. Does that make a difference? I'm gonna coil the second one. Lovely. Hold that for some time, release. The next step is the reason I think my own technique is way better or way easier for a first timer. The first thing I do is to tight line, because remember, at the end of the day, we are trying to create the illusion of, a fuller lashes. It's an illusion, so you have to start with the liner to have like a black base. I'll show you what I mean. So I like to go into my waterline and just tight line my waterline. I'm trying to look into the mirror and film at the same time, so sorry. I like to take this and go into the waterline and just line it. I have to do it properly. And just line it. Oh, I'm tearing up, sorry. Hold on. I'm actually tearing up. But I think you can already see the difference between this one and this one. Can you see it? There's a difference between this one and this one. So I'm still gonna go in and do it properly, because I need to get the canvas as black as possible. I'm trying not to rush through this, because I want you to get it right the first time and keep lining it. Don't forget the inner corner. Now, I'll go on to the second one. Take your time. So I think I'm done with the tight lining. Now we move over to the next stage. Hold on, I need my eyes to dry. I'm just tearing up, sorry. So I'm going back to the spoolie. I use that first, and I'm going to just brush through, because some of the lashes clumped together when I was tight lining. So I need to show you the technique I'm using. So I brush from the root down, up. And I wriggle as I go. I'll do that again. From the root, hold on. From the root, I brush up. So I'm going to do that. Hold on. I'm going to bend this a little bit to follow the shape of my lashes. Good. From the root, you want to comb it up. From the root, up. Oh my God. That's okay. I'm still going to fix that. Don't worry about that. If you make a mess, don't worry about it. We're going to go in with the concealer later on and fix the mess. So nothing to worry about. Don't worry about that at all. So now here is where we begin. I'm going to show you guys what I have here actually. So I have this one from Maybelline. It's the White and Wild mascara. Another thing I want to point out is, from experience, I prefer to use old mascaras rather than new ones, because the old ones are dried out and it's way easier to apply, and it doesn't get messy compared to the new ones that are still very wet and it runs everywhere. So I prefer to go in with like old mascaras first. Now I'm going to show you guys how you do this. Can you guys look at this? Can you see how clumpy? Hold on, I'm going to pause. Can you see how clumpy it is? We don't want that. So the first thing I'm going to do is to clean this up. That is why your mascara doesn't turn out right, because it's clumped up. So I'm going to find a way to clean. Oh, yeah. You know what? This is actually the wrong thing to use. So I'm trying to pull out all the hairs, all the things I've clumped together. Let me go in with something else to clean it. I'm going to use a clean spoolie to try to clean up my brush. How do I do that? I'm going to show you guys. Do you see that? I just run in circle. Yeah. Run in circle. So I'm trying to get off as much from this brush, because if I go in like this, the mascara application is going to be very messy. So I'm trying to clean up as much as I can. Lovely. I think I've done a good job. Can you see that this is a very short bristle brush? Before we start, I'm going to show you guys the brushes, because people think it's all about the mascara. That's why some people go for the high-end one, the expensive ones. But it's all about the brushes, not the mascara. You can go for the cheapest mascara ever. As long as you have a good quality brush, you're going to be fine. Can you see that these two brushes are not the same? I'm going to show you. Don't worry about that. This one is way shorter than this one. This is shorter than this one. Now that I've shown you that, I'm going to show you guys something else. I'm going to show you something that I feel like you actually need to have, and that is a silicone brush. I wonder if it's showing up in camera. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys here. So now, this is a silicone brush, and this is the one I like to go in with first. I like to go in with the silicone brush. When it comes to applying mascara, think about coating the hair. And I think this is the part that people tend to make mistakes in, is how do you coat the hair? Let me actually explain this to you guys. Have you ever had fried chicken? Now, have you ever fried chicken? That's way better. When you're frying chicken, you have the chicken and you have the batter, right? So you take the chicken and you coat it in the batter, and you have to make sure that everything is coated properly before you fry it. That is the same thing that you do with the mascara as well. Think of your lashes as the chicken and the mascara as the batter. You have to coat the chicken properly in the batter. So that is what you need to do. You don't just like take a swipe and say you've put on a mascara. You need to coat it, like, make sure that every single part of it is actually drenched. Can you guys see that? Just keep on going. Remember, this is the silicone brush, and as usual, I am going from down all the way to top. Wriggle it. Good. Don't forget the inner corners. Don't worry, it's coming together. You need patience. There is no need to rush it. Like, literally take your time. Bottom, wriggle it, up, turn it. I love that. Did you guys catch that? From down, swipe up, turn it. Is that showing up? It is. I'm going to try to not speed up the video so you guys can actually see, like, in real time how long it takes me to do this. And another thing is you have to go vertically and try to coat the individual lashes. Good. This is the only way you can actually get in, like, the inner corners. Yeah, that's working. Can you guys see that? I'm going to go in again and get more. It's going to clump together. Don't worry about that. It's all right. I'm going to show you guys the difference. Can you see the difference between this one, and this one? And mind you, this is the first coating, literally the first coating with the silicone brush. While I let this dry, I'm going to go in to the other side. Sorry, this is kind of bothering me, so I'm going to go in with the concealer and see if I can just clean it up now. So you just need to a double concealer. So now I'm going to, and that is how you clean it up. It's easy to clean it up. That's literally all there is to it. It's gone. I'm going with my puff. Finally, I'll go in with my Huda Beauty powder. Just a little bit, just a dab, just to set it. That's perfect. We are good. Now to this one. I forgot to say, if you have an eyelash primer, you can actually use that. Personally, I don't have it, so I'm not using that. Get the small hairs as well, don't forget. My eyes are tearing up. Start from the root, wriggle it up. Can you guys see what's going on there? So now I'm done with the silicone brush, so I'm going to go in with the short brush, this one. I'm going to go in with this one right now. First, I have to make sure this is dried, so just a few minutes. Okay, I think that's all dried down now. Because what happens is, if you go in when it's still wet, it kind of gets clumpy and messy, so, like, let it dry down. Again, start from the root and wriggle your way up. Take your time, no need to rush. Can you see that? That's what I'm talking about. I actually feel like I didn't clean the brush properly because, it's kind of getting clumpy, but that's fine. I'm going to use the clumps to build the length. So just keep going. That's how you build the length. It's all about the brushes, babes, not the mascara. It's all about the brushes. No, that is all good. Can you see the difference between this one and this one? Is there a difference? Absolutely. There is absolutely a difference between both. Honey, I love that. That's why I like the old mascaras. Like, if you buy a mascara, sometimes just like, open it a little bit for like, 2 to 3 hours for it to dry out. That's when you get the best result. And again, go in vertically and get the small hairs in there. Can you see that? I'm going to leave this eye alone and go to the other side. Again, start from the root and brush all the way up. Lovely. Oh, I just love this, honestly. This is why I like old mascaras. They are literally the best. In case you're wondering, the first one I use is actually from Shein. I don't think I mentioned where it's from. The first mascara. I'm going to find a way to link it in the description box in case you guys are interested. Gosh. Can you just see the difference? You can't deny that. There is literally a difference. When it comes to makeup, you need to use way more makeup than you actually expect. I remember I'm using the old mascara to build the lens. I'm going to let that dry down a little bit more. So, okay. Let me just go back so you can actually see it. Can you see from there? See, I have this off-brand mascara as well, and the only reason I have this is because I like the comb. I'm going to show you the comb. Do you see that? If you look properly, you can see that the lashes are clumped together, right? It's a bit clumpy. Nothing wrong with that, but that's not the look I'm going for. So I like to separate the lashes with the comb, and I'll show you guys how I do this. I'm using this to catch the fall off so it doesn't mess up my makeup, right? So just comb. There's no fall off actually, but Just to be on the safe side, babes. Oh god, it's so clumpy. Oh my gosh, hold on. Mind you, this is also a short brush, but it's a different pattern from the first one I used. So I'm going to go in a second time, a third time, sorry, from the root, wriggle all the way up, comb, like, you know, comb through the lashes. That is how you build lens. That is how you build lens. Again, on the side. You know what? I need a smaller brush to get into like the corners. I hate to miss those corners, so I'm gonna get this one. It's clumpy again. Oh my gosh, stop. I'll find a way to tilt my head so you can still see it, but I'm getting into the tiny hairs. Yeah, that looks way better. Lovely. Now it's time to go into the bottom lashes. We've had like 3 coats, 4 coats. How many coats so far? I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter. The bottom lashes, right? You have to be very careful because it's so easy to mess it up here. So the first thing I like to do is to brush at the waterline. So when it comes to the bottom lashes, I like to go in individually, like, you know, I go in vertically and just like, you know, go through individual hairs. Did you say that? Go in individually. I'm tearing up, sorry. Is there any difference between this and this one? Yeah, this is way better. Oh my god, I'm trying not to blink so I don't mess up my makeup. Whew, hold on. I'm not done, but I'll let that dry and I'll go into this one. And mind you, coat individual lashes to avoid messing up your... Oh my god. Don't forget the tiny hairs in the corner. I'm trying not to rush this so you can actually see how long it takes to, you know, do this. I'll let that dry down a little bit. And then I'll go in with the blue one. In case you wonder why I didn't go in with the silicone on the bottom lashes, because I don't know how to do that, you know. I'm not sure how to. I'll show you the shape of the silicone one so you can actually see like why I choose to skip that part. You know what, I can actually try just to say I tried it. But usually I wouldn't do that, but I'm gonna try the silicone side on the bottom lashes. It's actually working out. Oh my god, what was I thinking? For some reason I thought I couldn't do it. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. What was I thinking? So I'll wait for that to dry down a little bit more and I'll go in with the other side, which is the brushes. Oh, please. Finally, I'll go in with the off-brand mascara I talked about. Funny enough, I actually never used this, but like I said, I don't care about the price of the mascara. All I care about is the brushes inside. Almost all mascaras are the same. I don't know why they charge so much for it, but I don't feel like it makes any difference whether it's expensive or cheap. Finer coating. Are you ready? In we go. Get the corners properly. Get the corners, get the corners, get the corners. I love that. How do I look? Oh my gosh. Goodness, my eyes. Do you guys see how that looks? So I'm going to zoom in so you guys can actually see that I'm not faking anything. It's all my lashes and the mascara. It's all in the application. So you guys can see that. All I'm doing is just running my liner to create the illusion of darkness. I'm going to stop there. This is always the hardest eye for me. I don't know if that is the same for other people. Like, it's easier for me to do this eye, but when it comes to this, I start struggle with the position and all. Hold on. That's a shader brush. This is the Jackie Eyeliner palette from Anastasia. And I'm going to find a brown shade there and just smoke out. Just smoke it out. I'm just smoking out, you know, the liner. That is so pretty. Now I'm going to wipe this off and just a little bit of the brown and just shade. Yeah, that will help the mascara to pop a little bit more. I'm going to line my waterline with a white liner. That will make my eyes to look bigger because now it's all black and all. So I'll put on my gloss and that will be that for today. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment and do all the good things. And I'll see you guys in my next one. And I hope you found this useful. Bye!